have the ball. They can tie it with a 3.
11-2 run. Javonte Smart needs to put that three-point jumper back in his holster. Get the ball inside. You got Days, who has not touched the ball the last 3 possessions. And Mays, I'll tell you what, that's a guy that's really pulled you out of the fire when Utah State has come back. See this passing by Utah State. 1, 2, no dribble, dunk. That's almost like a drill, Bill.
It's tic-tac-toe at times the way they've passed the ball inside, and they've been perfect from long range in the second half.
Really impressed with how Anderson's playing.
Sam Merrill on the line for Utah State.
2 for 4 from the three-point line.
Days will get a breather now. You can be sure he'll be back in shortly, though. Merrill makes the first of 2.
Well, I don't think this is surprising to Will Wade. I mean, he knows that his team played exceptionally well in the first half, and he knew that Craig Smith's Utah State team was going to fight to the finish and come back.
Well, sure, it's a team that's going to win 28 to 30 games. It's a team that's got a lot of seniors that is used to winning. But LSU is a team that is used to winning, and that's what made this matchup so great when we first saw it. We mentioned it feels like an NCAA tournament game. And now with 4:20 to go, Utah State can take its first lead. Bean on the rebound. He'll go to the line.
Imagine that. The guy that gets a rebound has been one of the best facilitators that I have seen in this tournament. Bean doing it on the boards. Gets an offensive stick back or an offensive rebound, and then almost gets an offensive stick back. Just playing super basketball. Bean's got a double-double, and he's got 6 assists.
Utah State has not led in this game. The Aggies in the second half at one point trailed by 19.
Well, I think right now at this tournament, you want to make sure, if you're LSU, get something out of it. These are like the SEC games you're going to play in. Now you have to figure out how you're going to win the game. You got to be smart. Take care of the basketball and get something. They haven't had an attempt in the basket in 2 or 3 possessions.
Mays for 3. That's a big shot, to say the least, for the senior. He's had a couple of huge ones in this game. LSU back up 3.
Skylar Mays has done everything right in this game. I mean, that was a huge shot.
We're tied again.
3 for Alfonso Anderson.
Anderson ties it at 74.
I think you got 2 guys that I would look to get the ball to. Williams on the low block, and Mays, who's getting face guarded by, I think he's, Brito's all over him.
Can he keep his dribble? Mays tries, throws it away. Bean to the goal. Yes, and the foul.
Tristan Bean. LSU fouls the number 2, Trey Walker, his 3rd. Timeout on the floor.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Jersey Mike's, a sub above. By Tommy Bahama. Shop for your team gear at TommyBahama.com. And by Playa Hotels and Resorts, laid-back island luxury in Montego Bay.
Well, one of the best basketball games of the week is being played here in Montego Bay, Jamaica. After trailing by 19, Utah State has taken the lead. What happened on this play, Steve? Walk us through it.
Well, it looks like Mays twisted his left ankle, and then there was a turnover, and you see Brito gets the ball on a one-handed pass. Very good body control by Bean to make the layup. Knocked his goggles off a little bit, and he's a chance for an and one. But what I worried about when I saw Mays going down, I thought he might have hurt his knee, but it was only his ankle. He's back in the game. And that's key because they're going to need him.
Now remember, maybe one of the reasons he did not call the timeout is LSU only has one remaining.
That's exactly right. And I'll tell you, it's important right now for LSU to get a good shot at the basket. Struggled the last couple possessions in the half court.
Mays with 10 to shoot. Ankle looks okay. Got the roll again.
His ankle's okay. He's still limping, but that's a great drive to the basket, Bill. And I think that's smart, too. You don't need to get a three. You're down by one. You know, where you are right now.
Mays with the steal, and he gets fouled. Abel Porter commits the foul.
That's very important that Mays came back in the game. Two big plays. A steal and now a chance to go to the free throw line and get the lead back.
Oh, that's a veteran player. You know, he sensed. We saw those alligators coming back out of the break. That's kind of what Skylar was doing there. He was waiting for the guy with the ball to take his eye off it, and boom, he strikes quickly.
I'll tell you what, Bill, he's had a great game. 29 points, 10 of 12 from the field, 5 of 6 from behind the arc, and just 2 turnovers in 35 minutes of play. That's some stellar basketball from the senior.
Great player, great student, first team COSIDA All-American, and he's got 30 points. And LSU back up 1 thanks to Skylar Mays.
Those are 2 big plays, Bill, because it restores order for Coach Will Wade. Now LSU in that zone.
Merrill forces one, misses.
Boy, that was great defense by Williams. Emmett Williams came over and put a hand up on Merrill. Just a super closeout.
Possession will stay with the Aggies.
Watch this. He goes up without fouling and stays with him. Just a really smart play by Emmett Williams.
Pretty good second jump, too, huh?
Absolutely.
Shot clock is at 15. Merrill's pass is picked off. It might have been tipped. Javonte Smart comes away with it.
Yeah, Mays was over there. I think he got a hand on it. He's been involved in the last 3 plays for LSU that are big time with 1:30 seconds left. Lots of time. If you're LSU, you want to get a good shot at the basket.
The long one is off the mark.
That's what's one of the few things Days has done wrong as far as I'm concerned. You want to get the ball going to the basket. You've been so effective driving the hoop.
Merrill will call timeout. Utah State and LSU now each with 1 remaining.
Skylar Mays has been fantastic in this game, Bill. I mean, so far the best player in this tournament, and he's done it so many different ways. He's been able to knock down the 3 ball, you know, get the ball to the basket. He's been able to break guys down on the defensive end. When you have a guy like Skylar Mays leading your team, there's always a chance to win.
Well, we're not in Baton Rouge, but they're calling Baton Rouge on the PA system at the moment. It feels a little bit like we're in Louisiana tonight, doesn't it?
It really does. And I'll tell you, I think it's a beautiful place here. I have a lot of friends that live in and around Baton Rouge. They love LSU basketball. And last year was a little down year because of the stuff, the turmoil at the end of the year. As you look at some of the fans here that have come out to support the teams.
And our buddies all the way from Utah State with their pull float. You know, there's never been an NCAA tournament game in Jamaica, but if there was one, it would feel like this, huh?
Absolutely.
On Sunday, we'll be right back at it. At noon, North Carolina A&T and Eastern Michigan tip things off. LSU and Rhode Island, the second game on Sunday. And you see the schedule. Utah State, the third game. We've got Aggie football tomorrow as well. Big weekend for Utah State fans for sure.
So right now, what you're looking at LSU, you don't want to foul. You want to keep the guys in front of you. Get a hand up on Brito, Anderson, Merrill. Each have 1 timeout.
Rito's been so good tonight. Here is Sam Merrill against Mays.
Take what the defense gives you. You don't need a three.
Merrill, the big shot.
But it doesn't hurt.
The Aggies retake the lead with under a minute to go.
That was a great skip pass by Anderson to find Merrill on the other side.
And now it's Skylar Mays' turn. He's got 30, the lob, and it's intercepted and batted away.
There's about 10 seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock. It's only a 2-point game. LSU doesn't need to foul. They just have to be strong defensively. And as far as Utah State, you don't want to throw the basketball away. You want to get an attempt at the basket.
Anderson with 5 to shoot. Here is Merrill. Gets it back to Anderson.
Good defense by LSU.
Last shot for the Tigers. Mays can't handle it. Williams dives, but Utah State comes away with it.
You got a foul.
What a comeback for Utah State.